It's the NFL on EA Sports. And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 in their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Jones looking to throw right away. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Jones. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run again with Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. First carry now for David Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. For the Bears, it's 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. Down to about the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Fields on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Fields again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones off the play fake. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Fields on third down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A give. This is Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Montgomery running right. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, You have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, this is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. They're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Jones. On 3rd down, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake. Jones. Smith catches left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Off play action. Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, it's Fields. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now it's Fields. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's Jake Bailey now. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense and Justin Fields getting set for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Fields pass. Number 25. 5 yards on the play.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, with a juke. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They hand this off to Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Onto the field now come the Bears. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Now they'll run on the draw. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, here's Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing, Jones. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jones. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Saints who are out in front. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Texans trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Browns trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon. as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Fields. It's caught. Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A good pickup there at 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Fields on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. On their side of midfield at the 47. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the lead will stay put at 17.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, up in New England, they have a saying for this. Do your job. On 3rd and 2, your job is to get 2 yards, period. If you get more, that's great. But bottom line, pick up the 1st down and keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there, finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now a give. Running left is Harris. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got Smith here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Fields. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Fields looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I remember when I got into coaching and I was asking wide receivers coaches what they like about guys in certain situations. One of them said something that stuck with me. I like guys that present themselves to the quarterback. And on that play, short little route, had to be out fast. He did exactly that and caught it for a first down.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Again, Fields. And he fires one incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Jones on 3rd down. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dietrich Wise able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Fields. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run. Here's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a first down carry for Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Awesome.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Still first down.
Now Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Fields throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, Fields. This pass complete to Ruckert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Montgomery back to the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now Jones and the Patriots down 20-13. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. He gets this to Myers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Here's Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Chicago, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.